She smirked. I deleted your game files, grow up, thinking it was funny. I said, you're right, time to grow. What I deleted from her life made her rage cry for days. I, 28 male, am sitting here still processing what happened last week. Been with Natalie, 26, for 3 years, living together for 1. So here's the setup. I'm a network admin, work standard 9 to 5, make decent money. I game maybe 10 to 12 hours a week, couple hours after work to decompress, longer sessions on weekends. Nothing crazy. I'm talking about single-player RPGs mostly, some indie stuff. Not screaming into a headset at 2 a.m. or anything. Natalie always made little comments about it. Still playing your little games? Or must be nice to have so much free time. Meanwhile, she binge watches entire seasons of reality TV in one sitting. But whatever, we all have our things, right? Last Tuesday, I came home from a brutal day. Server migration went sideways, stayed late fixing it. Just wanted to continue my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Boot up my PC and saves are gone, all of them. 400 plus hours across multiple games. My entire Steam folder, nuked. Even my mod folders, custom configs, everything. I'm thinking maybe my drive corrupted. Running diagnostics when Natalie walks in, sees me at my computer and just starts laughing. Finally noticed, huh? My stomach dropped. You did this? She's actually smiling. I did you a favor. You're almost 30, babe. Time to grow up. I deleted all that kiddie stuff so you can focus on adult things. You deleted my files? On purpose. Oh, don't be so dramatic. It's just games. I'm helping you mature. I asked her what adult things I should focus on instead. Her answer? Going out more with her friends, watching shows with her, taking her to wine bars, basically entertaining her. The kicker? She posted on her Instagram story that same morning. Helped my BF level up in real life today. #adulting goals, growth mindset. Her friends were commenting stuff like, yes, queen, and he needed that wake-up call. I didn't yell, didn't argue, just said, you're right, time to grow. She looks so proud of herself. See, I knew you'd understand once you thought about it. What she didn't know, Natalie runs an Etsy shop selling digital planners and templates. Been doing it for 2 years, makes about 2 to 3K monthly from it. Pretty good side hustle. She's always bragging about being an entrepreneur and CEO of her own business. Here's the thing about her business though. It's entirely digital. No physical products. All her templates, her customer list, her financial records, design files, everything exists on her laptop and external drive. She's mentioned backing things up someday, but never did because cloud storage is expensive and it's too complicated. She keeps her laptop in the living room, password is her dog's name plus her birth year. Real secure. That night, while she was sleeping, I did some thinking. See, unlike Natalie, I actually know how data works. I know that when you delete something, it's not really gone until it's overwritten. My games? Recoverable with the right tools. Her files? Well, update 1, holy crap, this blew up. Okay, let me tell you what happened next. Wednesday morning, I took a sick day. Natalie left for her barista job around 7 a.m. Yeah, the entrepreneur still works at a coffee shop. I recovered most of my game saves using recovery software. Took about 3 hours. Not everything came back, but probably 80% of it. While running the recovery, I had time to think. Natalie destroyed something I cared about because she decided it was childish. No discussion, no respect, just unilateral decision that her view of adulthood was the only valid one. So I decided to help her with some growth too. First, I need to explain something about Natalie's Etsy operation. She doesn't actually design most of her templates. She buys commercial licenses from design bundles, makes minor tweaks in Canva, then resells them at 500% markup. Not illegal, but definitely not the original designs by yours truly she advertises. She had about 400 active listings, 1,200 previous customers, and templates for the next 6 months already created, all sitting on her laptop and a WD external drive she bought from Target. Wednesday afternoon, I simply, 1. Opened her laptop, she was logged into everything already, 2. Located her Etsy folder, 3. Moved it to the recycling bin, 4. Emptied the recycling bin, 5. Did the same on her external drive. 6. Ran a secure wipe utility on both empty spaces. Total time 15 minutes. But here's where it gets interesting. I didn't touch her actual Etsy account. All those listings still live. Orders could still come in. She just wouldn't be able to fulfill them. Natalie got home around 4 p.m. that day. I was gaming, headset on, thoroughly engaged in a raid I'd scheduled with online friends. "Seriously? Already back to this?" she said. I pulled off one ear. "What?" "The games. I thought we discussed this." "We didn't discuss anything. You deleted my property without permission." "Property? It's fake stuff in fake worlds. Grow up. Working on it," I said, and put my headset back on. She stomped off to work on her business. The scream came about 20 minutes later. "What did you do?" I paused my game. "What's wrong?" She's holding her laptop, shaking. "My files. My Etsy files, they're gone. Have you tried turning it off and on again? This isn't funny." Neither was deleting my saves. Her face went from red to white to red again. "Those were just games. This is my business. My income." "Oh, so digital things do have value?" "You vindictive piece of crap. This is completely different." "How?" "It's real money. My time isn't real. The 400 hours I put into those games aren't real." She started rage crying. "Put 'em back, now." "Can't. They're gone. Overwritten. But hey, you're helping me mature, right? Now you can focus on your barista job. That's what adults do. Work real jobs, not play with templates." She called me every name in the book. Threatened to sue me. Threatened to call the cops. I pulled up the Instagram story she'd posted about deleting my games. "Go ahead. Explain to them how you committed destruction of digital property first and bragged about it online." She locked herself in the bedroom. I heard her on the phone with someone, crying about her abusive boyfriend destroying her business. Update 2. The aftermath has been intense. So after the bedroom incident, Natalie went nuclear. Called her mom, her sister, her best friend Jordana. By Thursday morning, I had a dozen messages from various people calling me everything from petty to financially abusive. Jordana actually showed up at our apartment Thursday evening while I was making dinner. "You need to fix this," she said the moment I opened the door. "Hello to you too. Don't be cute. Natalie's business is ruined because of your little revenge plot." Natalie's business is ruined because she didn't have backups. Maybe she should have been more grown up about it? Over games? You destroyed her income over games? No, I destroyed her files over her destroying my files. The fact that she makes money from hers and I don't from mine doesn't make hers more valuable. Jordana tried to push past me into the apartment. I blocked her. She's getting orders she can't fulfill. She's going to lose her seller account. Sounds like a personal problem. You're such a child. According to Natalie, I'm finally growing up. She left, but not before saying Natalie was staying with her and I'd be hearing from a lawyer. Friday came. No lawyer, but Natalie did come by with her sister Meredith and a U-Haul. "We're here for my things," Natalie announced. "Okay." They started packing. I stayed in my room, gaming. About an hour in, Meredith barged in. "You're really just gonna sit there?" "Yes." "You destroyed her business. She destroyed my hobby." "It's not the same thing." I spun my chair around. "Meredith, your sister decided that my free time activities weren't valid and destroyed them without my consent." I responded in kind. If she wanted to discuss adult responsibilities, she could have started with backing up business-critical data. She's had to refund over $800 in orders. Wow, that's almost as much as the games she deleted were worth. That was a lie. My games maybe cost $300 total over years, but it felt good to say. As they were leaving, Natalie stopped in my doorway. "I'll never forgive you for this." "Okay. I thought you loved me. I thought you respected me. I was trying to help you." "No, you were trying to control me." "There's a difference." She started to cry again. "My shop is ruined. My reputation is destroyed. I have 1-star reviews now." "Maybe you should have thought about that before you decided to play God with other people's property." "I was just games. And yours were just templates. Guess we both learned something about respecting each other's digital property." The best part? Sunday night, I get a text from an unknown number. It's Natalie's mom, Patricia. "You need to make this right. She's devastated." I sent back one message. She started it. I ended it. Then blocked the number. Monday morning yesterday, I got an email from Natalie. Subject line, "Please." The email was long, talked about how she'd lost her Etsy shop entirely now due to failure to fulfill orders and refund disputes. How she'd had to take extra shifts at the coffee shop, how everyone thinks I'm a monster. At the bottom, "Can you at least try to recover my files, please?" I responded, "I can try. My consulting rate is $150 an hour, minimum 10 hours, payment up front. She responded with a voice memo of her literally screaming. I'm keeping that one for the memories. Final update. So this is probably my last update because, well, it's over. After the screaming voice memo, Natalie went dark for a few days. Then Thursday last week I get a knock on the door. It's a process server. I'm being sued for intentional infliction of emotional distress and destruction of business property. I wasn't even mad. I was curious. She actually did it. Here's the thing about small claims court. Yeah, that's where she filed. You need evidence. Natalie had screenshots of her empty Etsy dashboard, some text messages where I admitted to deleting her files, character witnesses, her mom and Jordana. I had her Instagram story bragging about deleting my games, text messages where she admitted to it and said I needed to grow up, screenshots of her telling friends it was hilarious how upset I was, the actual data showing she destroyed approximately 400 hours of gameplay. But here's the beautiful part. I also had something else. See, when I recovered my game files that Wednesday, I ran the same recovery software on her laptop first, just to see what was there. And boy did I find things. Conversations with her ex from 2 months ago. Nothing physical happened, I think, but lots of "I miss us" and "he's so boring with his games. And maybe we should meet up." I didn't use these in court, didn't need to, because Natalie made a crucial mistake. In her filing, she claimed the templates were original artwork she created and valued them at $50,000 in lost business potential. Remember how I mentioned she bought most of them from design bundles and just tweaked them? Yeah, I had receipts. Literally, found them in her email. So when we got to court yesterday, it went like this. Judge, Miss Natalie, you're claiming $50,000 in damages? Yes, Your Honor. My original designs took years to create. And you have proof these were original designs? They were my style, my aesthetic. Your Honor, I have receipts showing she purchased the base templates from designbundles.net and graphic stock for approximately $200 total. The judge looked at Natalie. Is this true? I modified them. They became mine. Did you have the commercial rights to resell them as your own original work? Natalie went quiet. The judge then asked about my counterclaim for the destroyed games. Judge, Mr. Me, you're claiming she destroyed your property first? Yes, Your Honor. And she publicly bragged about it on social media. I showed the Instagram story. Miss Natalie, did you delete his files? They were just games. He's almost 30. That's not what I asked. Did you delete his files? Yes, but without his permission? He needed to grow up. The judge actually rubbed his temples. Final ruling, case dismissed. Both parties destroyed each other's digital property. No damages awarded to either side. We each pay our own court costs. But the judge did say something that made me smile. Miss Natalie, destroying someone's property because you disagree with their hobbies is not just immature, it's illegal. Mr. S. response was equally wrong, but understandable. You both need to grow up, but especially you, young lady. Natalie stormed out. Haven't heard from her since. The apartment is quiet now. Just me and my games. Started a new playthrough of Cyberpunk last night. Feels good. Oh, and remember those texts with her ex I found? Sent them to her new boyfriend she started posting about on Instagram this week. He deserves to know who he's dating. That's not revenge, though. That's just public service. Game over, Natalie. Edit. Since people keep asking, yes, I could have probably recovered her files if I wanted. I ran a military-grade wipe on them, though. 7 passes. Those templates are meeting Jesus at this point. Also, for everyone saying we're both toxic, yeah, probably, but she started a game she didn't understand the rules to. I just played to win. And before anyone asks, no, I don't feel bad. She killed 400 hours of my time. I killed her fake business. Seems fair to me. Currently 52 hours into my new BG3 run. Playing a paladin this time seemed fitting.